I'm being made fun of because I'm really struggling with this TikTok. My surgical rotation was over 2 years ago, but I know a lot of hijabi Muslims are asking how to navigate being a hijabi in your surgical rotation, so I'm going to give you some insight. You guys really decided to print something out in the middle of this. Okay, so when you first get into the hospital, you'll change out of your scrubs into hospital issued scrubs. So that was one that happened in a locker room. Obviously, you're fine. After that, it was time to scrub in. So obviously with scrubbing in, you're exposing your arms to be able to scrub in. There's no way around that. Scrubbing is essential to surgery. It's how you maintain sterility. It's for the safety of the patient who's on the operating table. It's not something to mess around with. So I just tried my best to wait at the sink until it was pretty clear and there wasn't anyone around. Obviously that wasn't always possible because you're trying to get into the surgical suite as soon as possible to finish, being gowned up. But I tried. And so just if you can be mindful of who's around you, that's awesome. But we do know, at least I'm aware, that if you have to expose your arm out of necessity, it is fine. Now, the hospital that I was doing my rotation at was had a lot of hijabi, had a lot of Muslim workers, and obviously a lot of them wore hijab as well. And so I was allowed to wear my hijab with my surgical scrubs. So basically, it would just get tucked into my surgical scrubs in the locker room. Why? Because this part of your body is not part of the sterile field, so it doesn't really matter what's on your body. Surgeons would wear their surgical caps that they would take home. It's not really any different than me wearing my hijab that I got from home. So if you were to raise your hands above your shoulders, you'd technically be out of the sterile field. So that was the reason they allowed for us to wear our hijab. I've seen other people kind of, what they have is some beard caps basically that will cover the neck, So the nice thing about a lot of the surgical gowns as well is they kind of come up high. So it does cover a lot of your neck as well. When you walk from the sink into the operating room, arms are up, your arms are exposed, you're in your short sleeve scrubs. Again, it is what it is. This is, again, for the patient's safety. And I would just gown up immediately, basically. At that point, I would just try my best. People are so preoccupied with what else is going on in the operating room, setting up, making sure that everything is prepared for the surgery, that they're not really looking at you. I forgot what I was saying, but basically no one's really paying attention. You're gowned up, now you're back in full hijab. I hope this helped, guys. I hope this helped. I tried my best. Stop.